Hi, welcome to Theremin School No2. It's been over a year since I did number one. Number one concentrated on digital delay, getting the sound of the theremin to sort of sound a little echoey. So now what I decided to do was, I was motivated by playing recently. I've been trying to get my pitch better. Been watching people on the internet that have very good pitch, and I decided just to play without music and just try to work on the pitch and getting from note to note. And in a nutshell, what I've found after looking at Peter Pringle's DVD and people on the internet like Thomas Grillo, who's very good, I started thinking about how I do fingering, and aerial fingering, and watching Clara Rockmore too. What I found out is that I think I came up with my own sort of technique, because I'm not really following anybody else. And what I do, I sort of bring my hand back and forth, not straight into the antenna, but sort of like right to the left of it, which I guess diminishes the pitch changes directly. It baffles it a little bit. And here's what I come up with. I came up with sort of that if I take my fingers, I guess this is more for beginners than experts. If you're a beginner and you have a tendency to go to the next note, just by fishing for it. And that's ultimately going to give you pitch problems over time, because you're never going to get that exact, just depending on your elbow and your wrist. So here's what I came up with. I basically just came up with this idea of sliding my fingers, sort of holding my thumb and forefinger together like that, sliding my fingers back and forth as I go in and out, so that I can affect a change in pitch. Sometimes with the wrist, but sometimes with the fingers going back and forth. I can go a half note or a whole note just with moving the fingernails back and forth. And I find I'm just moving my hand back and forth, rocking the few fingers back and forth. But then when I get close to the antenna, by the time your hand is down here, you've got it kind of cupped back. Everything's kind of cupped back over the hand. But you can still get the pitch to drop. See, it's 5 note positions right there, just in bring that in. Now that's also being aided somewhat by the wrist going in and out too. It's not completely just the fingers. And my advice to beginners is, if you are playing and you're just accustomed to just playing a certain way, I think the best advice is just to keep playing, not to get frustrated. Kind of follow your instincts for what you think works. Try to incorporate what you see other people do, what works for them. If you get anything out of this, you'll know if you do or not. So I wish you luck with the theremin. Take care. Bye-bye.